from my side. 2 people are missing. Okay, done. Let me share the screen. So is it clear, guys? Any doubts here? Please let me know. So whenever you gave access to any login on any database with the name of that login, a user will be created in the database to help the login. On behalf of this login, the user is going to read the data, write the data. For sysadmins, DBO will be there to help the sysadmin logins. Agree? Agree? So now can I call this as a parent? Right? Now can I call this as a parent? Based on this parent, this child is created, right? So who is the parent for this Pranit user?
Pranit login.
Pranit login is the parent, right? Agree? Pranit login is the parent for Pranit user. Okay, fine. So who is the parent for this Pranit login?
Window user.
Pranit Windows user. Okay, so grandfather, father, child. Agree? Remember this concept. It's very important, guys. Grandfather means without grandfather, there is no father. Without father, there is no child. So there is a dependency. Okay, Pranit user is depending on Pranit login. Pranit Windows login is depending on Windows user. This is Windows user. This is SQL database level user. Don't confuse. This is Windows level user. This is SQL database level user. Both are users only. This is of course login. Okay, you cannot call this as user. This is login. Agree? Right? So grandfather, there is a relationship grandfather, father and child. And remember guys, it's very important. Okay, so any user without parent, what we can call? Forget about SQL Server concept.
Orphan user.
A user is there, a child is there without parent. What is the child called? We usually
Orphan.
Orphans, right?
Orphan.
Yeah. Remember this word orphans. Okay, later we are going to discuss about this orphans. For example, in what case this orphan users will be generated? Anyone deleted this Pranit login, this Pranit user will become orphan user. If anyone deleted this Sajal login, Sajal user will be orphan user. Okay, so how to check orphan users, what is the impact of orphan users, how to fix the orphan users, we'll discuss in the migration concept. Okay, right? Forget about it. As of now, just remember the word orphan. In what case it will generate, just remember the same case. Okay, fine. So the main thumb rule is whenever I give access to any database, a user will be created in that particular database, then only that particular login can access that database. Fine, right? Anyone having any issues here, please let me know, guys, please. Any issues, let me know, please. It is clear, right? This point is clear. Not clear?
Clear, sir. Yes.
Okay, done. Okay. So how can I give access to any login on any database? Simply, I have to go to the login properties. If you double click on it, you can go to the login properties. I want to give access to Babu on any of the database. I can select the database. I can simply, okay, before canceling on which database I'm giving access, Big Basket, right? Go to Big Basket, go to security. There is no Babu here, right? Okay, Alt tab. Let me click OK. I'm not giving any permissions. Okay, first I'll explain about these roles, then I'll give the permissions. Right. So see here, immediately Babu is created on that particular Big Basket database. This is how the users are going to be created when you gave access. Okay, so if you see here, if you go to this Babu login, okay, you can see here while giving access, okay, you can see here someone said, right, Babu login. Now tell me, this is Babu login or Babu user?
User.
Babu user.
You can see here
Babu
under the
user.
user column. This is user column. You can see Babu means it's not Babu login, it's Babu user. Agree? Fine. So this is how the security will work, guys. Just to explain about this extension, it's very important. Okay, right? Why? Because we have to fix orphan users and all. Next, we have to fix orphan users. So how to give access to any login on a single table? Before discussing that one, let's discuss database roles. We just discussed yesterday, we discussed server roles. Please mute it, sir. Please mute it. Yesterday we discussed about the server roles, right? So we discussed about server roles, customized server roles also we discussed. Today we'll discuss about the database roles. Okay, so not a big discussion, just what role, what roles will be there. Each role will have what kind of permissions we'll discuss. Okay, so database roles I can see in each database, sir. Okay, if you go to the Azure database, okay, if you just minimize these users, you can see role section. Under role section, you can see database roles. So you can see 9+1 database roles will be there. Server roles are 8+1, one is public, and database roles are 9+1. In the database roles also, we will have public database role. Okay, so how can we identify the database role? It will be prefixed with DB underscore access admin, DB underscore backup operator, DB underscore data reader, DB underscore data writer, DDL admin, deny data reader, deny data writer, DB owner, security admin, and public. So guys, fastest fingers first. What is the stored procedure to check the server role permissions? Direct message to me. What is the server role? What is the stored procedure? Stored procedure to check the server role permissions. Stored procedure to check the server role permissions. SP SRV role permission. Muthu is the winner. Okay, let me add Muthu 1 point. What happened, Kusma? Come on. Very good. Pranit is the winner. Actual winner is. Okay. So you tell me, guys, Muthu is winner or Pranit is winner? Let me do one thing. Let me snip this one. Okay. Now tell me. Now you can see, right? To whom I have to declare winner, Muthu or Pranit? Tell me, guys.
Pranit.
Pranit. Why? Because, okay, of course, Muthu said correct answer only, but he is missing with role name. And this is correct. Okay, so let's go with the Pranit. Okay, so yes, SP underscore SRV role permission. Okay, role name, you have to give a role name. Where is Pranit? Yes, right, fine. So SRV role name, so you have to give the role name. So that is how we can identify the permission. So for the in the same way, we have a stored procedure for database role also. To find the permissions of database roles, we have a query. What is that query? SP underscore. Can anyone tell me that query?
DB role.
DB role permission.
Chandrakant, you tried. Close it to the answer. SP
SP
underscore.
underscore DB role
DB
permission.
DB
role
fixed
permission.
role permission.
Yes, SP underscore DB fixed role permission. Role permission. Okay, so this is a stored procedure, and you can see the color is changed. And of course, you can drag and drop the roles. Okay, where is the database? In all the database, same roles will be there, sir. There is no different roles in each database. Okay, until and unless if they are customized DB roles, we can create customized DB. From which version we can create customized server roles, sir? Everyone. From which version of SQL Server?
2017.
2012.
2012.
2012. Okay, from 2012 onwards, we can create customized server role. Before to the 2012, we don't have that feature, customized server role and all. Okay, so in the same way, we can create customized database roles also. We are going to discuss. Okay, not an issue, right? So this is the query to find out the permissions of each database role. So if you expand, if you just execute this one, you can see a member of this role, okay, can drop other users from the role, can grant database access, can revoke the database access. Okay, a member of, if I added Jayant, okay, to this DB access admin, he can drop other users. He can grant the same database access. Grant database access means, don't misunderstand this concept. Jayant can give access to Azure database only. Jayant cannot give access to Big Basket. Remember why? Because Jayant is a member of Azure. Jayant can control Azure database, but Jayant cannot control other database. Database roles are database level objects. Okay, it will be limited to the database only. Jayant can grant DB access to whom? The users that are there in the same Azure database, but not, okay, others and all. Clear, guys? not on other databases. Sorry, Jayant can give access to others, but not on other databases. He can give access only on Azure database. Agree? So this is, again, we don't use a database role. So we'll use common database roles, backup, not this one, data reader, data writer. Okay, sometimes, okay, we'll use a DDL admin sometimes. And then we are going to use DB owner regularly. These 4 roles, very commonly used roles are data reader, writer, and DB owner, guys. Okay, we don't use other roles and all. So nothing to worry if you don't understand anything. So by default, this access admin have 3 permissions. One is he can drop the users from the same database. Okay, so if you see here, if I gave Jayant access to Azure database, he can drop not default users and all. He can drop other users in case if other users are created. Imagine if Babu is there in this list, Jayant can delete Babu user. Okay, Jayant can grant DB access to other users on the Azure database only. Why? Because Jayant is limited to Azure database. Of course, he can give the access, he can revoke the access also, right? Next is backup operator. So you can guess what backup operator can do. Can anyone tell me?
Take backups.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
A member of this
Take
database can take the database backup, database log backup, checkpoint. Okay. Database backup, database log backup, checkpoint. What is checkpoint, guys? I hope we discussed about checkpoint. What is a checkpoint?
Checkpoint writes modified, like after commit it writes data to the data file.
Very good, excellent. Okay. Checkpoint writes dirty pages. Checkpoint writes dirty pages. What is this dirty page? Can anyone tell me? To the data file.
The committed transaction.
Very good.
Checkpoint is like in log file, it will run per frequently to commit whatever the committed transaction, it will store it to the data file.
Okay, so correct. Your definition is correct. Okay, so internally what it will do, okay, dirty pages means that pages I told you, right? Every data is going to be stored on page, right? If you create a table, all your data will be stored, all your table will be stored on pages. Agree? In the data file, what we will have? Pages, right? So dirty page means the page which is modified. You can call it as a dirty page. The page which is modified, say for example, modified means you can add a record, you can delete a record, you can alter the record. Agree? If the page is modified, that page you can call it as a dirty page. What checkpoint will do? Checkpoint, yes, all committed files. Okay. So all committed files, like it's a control S. Whenever you're typing a data, okay, what you are going to do? You are going to save it, right? So for example, I want to save this, control S. I'll use control S or save option. It will ask us to save. Once if I saved the data, it will be permanently saved to my disk. In the same way, checkpoint is a kind of a save button. Okay, whatever data is there in the log file, once the data is committed in the log file, it will be permanently written to the data file. Agree? That is called checkpoint. So the number of, okay, yes, dirty files. So that member you can call it as a, okay, that particular thing we can call it as a checkpoint. So a member of backup operator can run the checkpoint. Who else can run the checkpoint, guys? Can anyone tell me? Other than this backup operator, who else can run the checkpoint?
DB owner.
Sysadmin.
Sysadmin, of course, DB, of course,
DB owner.
sysadmin. Of course, sysadmin.
DB
Agree,
owner.
agree. Sysadmin, you
Member
cannot
of
compare.
sysadmin.
See, sysadmin you cannot compare with backup operator. Sysadmin to server roles only you can compare. Now in my case, database role, right? So you have to compare with the DB role. What other DB role can do this activity?
DB writer and DB owner.
Not DB
DB
writer,
owner.
only DB owner.
Owner.
Okay, not DB writer. DB writer is going to write the data. That's it. Okay, writing is different, saving is different, committing is different. Okay, so clear. So this is how checkpoint, we have multiple checkpoints, types of checkpoints. Sometimes they will ask in the interview, okay, different types of checkpoints: automatic checkpoint, manual checkpoint, any other checkpoints, internal checkpoint. Okay, so these are the different types of checkpoints. Automatic checkpoint, so you are not committing the data, right? Every time you are not checkpoint on every database. Okay, SQL Server internally will run checkpoint command on each database for every 60 seconds. This is called automatic checkpoint. Okay. For every 60 seconds, it will run checkpoint command by itself on each database. Manual means if you just simply type the command manual checkpoint. Just what is the command to run the checkpoint? Just checkpoint, guys. Just checkpoint. That's it. Sorry. Just checkpoint. If you execute, it will be executed. If you want, you can see. Okay. Checkpoint is the manual command. If you want to commit the changes manually, then you can type checkpoint and you can execute it. This is called manual checkpoint. Okay. So this is how the checkpoints will work. Checkpoint, nothing to do anything from your side. Automatically checkpoints will run on each database for every 1 minute. Okay. So guys, a member of backup operator will have 3 permissions. What are those 3 permissions? He can take the backup, he can take the log backup. Log backup is one kind of backup, and he can also run the checkpoint. So this is how backup operator will work. Okay. So let's go with another role. What is the other role we have? DB data reader, I guess. Security. Yes, data reader. Okay. Right. So can anyone guess what permissions we'll have for this DB data reader, guys?
Select option.
Select. Only select, any other permissions. How can we read the data? What is the command to read the data, guys? Tell me. What is the command to read the data?
Select star from.
Select, right?
Select start from database. Yeah.
Select. Okay. Select means you are reading the data, right? So if you execute, this role will have only one permission, that is select permission on any object. A member of this role can read the data, only read the data. Okay. So let me go with this demo, small demo. I'll just show you. Jayant is a member of this role, right? As of now, Jayant doesn't have any permissions on Azure database. Now what I'm going to do, let me give access to Jayant. Okay. Let me, without giving access, I'll try to read the data from Jayant session. Guys, it's very important. You have to run this query from Jayant session. Okay. Select star from, what is the table name we have? I guess anyone remember the table name? Azure sales, right? Select
Azure
star
Azure.
from
Yeah.
Azure dot DBO dot Azure sales. Agree? Without changing the database context, I'm simply executing this query, right? Fine. Let me execute. The select permission was denied on the object Azure sales. Okay, so you cannot get, see, you have to concentrate on error, what error you are getting. If you execute this one, you will also get the error. What is the error? This is, there is no object found. That is different error. Okay, but you have to get, you don't have permissions error. Okay, so the select permission was denied on the object. Concentrate which error you are getting. Okay, you can enter this error also. Okay, you can simply enter this error. You will get it in 2 lines. Okay, just go to that cursor and hit enter, automatically it will come in 2 lines. Fine. So now Jayant doesn't have permissions. Let me give access to Jayant. Okay, let me go to the Jayant login from my session. I am a sysadmin. Okay, let me go to user mapping. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, select this database and then give data reader option. If anyone wants to query for this action, you can generate a query. Okay, you can click OK. Each database you have to select. If I want to give access to PhonePe for Jayant, I have to select the PhonePe first, then I have to give data reader. Don't think, see, if I select here, you cannot see the data reader permission. Okay, so each database will have its own permissions, guys. Don't confuse. If I give access, you don't think on all the databases you can get the data reader. No, you will get the access only on particular database. So you have to select the database before giving the permission, and whatever permissions you want to give in that database, you have to select those permissions, or you have to select that particular role. Agree? Fine. So let me click OK. Earlier Azure doesn't have, earlier Jayant doesn't have permissions, right? So now if Jayant wants to run the same query, see here, now Jayant got the data. Clear, guys? So as Jayant is a member of which role? Which role?
Data reader.
Data reader.
Data reader.
Now Jayant can read any other tables, or only he can read Azure sales table? Jayant can
Only
read
Azure
any.
sales.
Only Azure sales.
Why only Azure sales, sir? Can
All
anyone
tables.
explain?
So we have
Only
provided
he will,
access to that particular table.
Is it
Database.
correct?
Particular database only.
Is it true? Did I give access on any table? Did I selected any table?
No,
By
database,
giving access.
database.
Right.
Only
So what it
database.
means? Can he read all the tables or only Azure sales table?
Only Azure Sales.
Only Azure Sales.
All
Who
table.
said? Who
No,
said?
he
All
can
tables in
access
Azure database.
All tables in Azure DB.
Azure database.
That's it. That's it. 100 tables are there in my Azure database. He can read all 100 tables. I did not give a specific permission on a specific table. I gave data reader permission on the whole database. How many tables are there in the database? He can read it. If you want, you can create one more table and you can check. No need to give extra permissions to read other table. Just give data reader, add Jayant into DB data reader role. Then automatically Jayant can read all the tables in the Azure database. He will get read access on the whole Azure database, guys. So whole Azure database means he can read all the tables from the database. Agree? Any issues, any doubts, please? Right? So in the same way, let's go with this is the command, guys. If you want to add, okay, alter, what you are altering, I am altering a role. What role you are altering? I am altering a database role, DB data reader. What I am altering? I am adding. Whom you are adding? I am adding a member. Who is that member? Jayant is that member. Okay, so this is how the command will be. You are altering a role. Alter means what? Simply changing. What you are changing in this role? I am adding one user to this role. Add member to the role. This is the query. Okay, and of course it is going to run only on Azure database. You can see here. Okay, this is going to run only on Azure database. If I want to run on, if I want to give access to BigBasket database, now tell me, guys, how to do. Now I want to add Jayant to DB reader data reader in BigBasket database. Can I execute this command like the same way?
No, you can change that. Use the big basket.
Use BigBasket. Okay, let me try this one. Use BigBasket. Okay, now can I execute it? Just raise your not raise your hands. Just type yes or no. I'll get the error, or I won't get the error. If I won't get the error, type yes. If I get the error, type no.
You will get the error.
I'll get the error.
Yeah, the database should be in braces.
The database should be in braces. Come on. Okay, for you, I'll just give you in brackets. Okay, fine. Now we won't get the error now.
We should
No.
not get error.
They execute.
Now we can execute. We won't get the error.
Yes.
Tell me, guys. Tell me, please participate.
Yes, yes,
Yes, we can execute. Yes.
We can
Yes.
execute happily.
yes.
Who are saying error will get the error. Nag is saying error. Okay, so what error will get Nag? Can you please explain? Nag, Fayak, and who else? Okay, both are having. Okay, no. Rajesh said no. Tell me, guys. Some people said error. What error I can get?
They don't select permissions. You select
That's what I'm giving, right? Select permission means if I add into the data reader role, he will get select permission, right? Again, why I have to specifically give? You will get error. Jane should. Very good, Shravanti. Excellent. Okay, excellent, guys. When I can alter this user, guys, tell me.
When Jayant is Jayant
of
has access
BigBasket.
on.
And right, when Jayant is a part of BigBasket database, then only I can alter, right? Agree? Jayant is
Yes.
not part of BigBasket database. Jayant is not created under BigBasket database. Now, if I execute, undoubtedly I'll get the error. Cannot add the principal Jayant because it does not exist or you don't have permissions. Agree? Is it clear?
Yes.
First, you have to give access on BigBasket database to Jayant.
Yes.
So a user will be created. Then you can alter it. Okay. If you want, you can check it. Let me go to Jayant. And let me give you 1.70. 70. Right. Okay. So here, if you see, let me go to user mapping. and let me give access to Big Basket. See here, once I gave access on Big Basket, Jayanth user is creating. Now I can directly give access here, or else I can give using a command. That command is already there, right? Now Jayanth is created. Now if I run, now tell me guys, I'll get the error or it will be executed now.
It's executed, sir.
Everyone,
Executed.
it will be executed successfully. Okay, if you want, you can go to the Jayanth login and you can see whether data raider is selected or not. Selected? Azure, it was selected. Big Basket, it was selected. Big C, it was not selected. You can see here. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Alter when you can do, when a user is there, then only you can do alter. Okay, when the object is there, okay, then only you can alter that object. Okay, so is it clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts? Now let me go with another role. What is the next role? I'm sorry. Data writer. Okay, so let me delete this data reader. Now guess, guys, what kind of permissions a data writer will have? Okay, done.
Insert, insert
Very
update.
good, very good. That's it. Only insert,
Insert,
updates, or
update,
write
delete.
operations. Very
Insert,
good.
update,
delete.
Okay. Okay. Delete, insert, update. All these three are write operations only. Okay. Delete, insert, and update. All these three are write operations. So a member of this data writer role can have all these three permissions by default. Okay. You can insert the data, you can delete the data, you can update the data. I don't want to show you the demo. Okay, you can simply give access to Jayanth or your own login, add him into the particular role. What is that role? Data and what is that? Data writer. Okay, simply you can go to this logins and you can just double click on the login which you want to give access. Go to user mapping, click OK, and okay, if I want to give access to data writer, I can give access to data writer, click OK. Now Jayanth can insert the data into that particular, all the tables inside the database, sir. Okay, everyone. SAR means I usually call SAR. SAR means everyone. Okay, so all the tables that are there inside the Big Basket or on which database we gave access on that particular database, how many tables are there? On all the tables, he can insert the data, he can delete the data, he can update the data. I hope you know how to insert the data. Insert command, insert into table name values. You can give values. That's it. Delete command, delete from table name where you can use where condition or you can use delete star from condition. Okay, and update. Of course, for that, if you want to query, you can go to the Google update query. Will be there. How to update a record query. For that, you can get the query and you can run that query. So this is how it will work. Update query and all. Let me go to the other role quickly. Okay, what is the other role we have? Users, right? And yes. Okay, DDL admin. DDL admin, these roles and all we don't use. DDL admin might be very rare cases we might use related to the permissions. Okay, but 90% we don't use. Okay, what he can do, the main permission is all DDL but granted. Okay, this is a clean table, show statistics, show config for fragmentation, full text, recompile, truncate table is the main permission you can say. If you are a member of DDL admin, you can truncate the table. Truncate table, table name is the command. Truncate table, table name is the command. What truncate will do, sir? Can anyone explain, please? What truncate will do? What is the
Remove
difference
the
between
roles.
truncate and delete? Why participants are
will-
dropping, guys?
It
What
removes the
happened?
roles.
Is it boring session? Participants are dropping from 26 to 23. Is it boring, guys? If boring also, you don't have any option. Okay, you have to listen. Right, fine. So truncate, yes, sir. Someone is saying the answer. What truncate will do?
It removes
It
the
will,
roles. The roles
it will delete a
maintain
more than
it
one
the
will
role
tape,
recorded.
structure.
it will
It
delete
maintain the
all the
structure
records
only.
at a time, sir.
It will
Delete,
delete
including
all the
schema.
records, including schema. Okay. What drop will do? Drop, delete,
Truncate
truncate.
will delete all data, but
All
not
data.
structure of the table.
Very good. Who is that?
Not
Who is that?
Nag.
Okay, very good, Nag. Okay, guys, drop will drop the table and associated objects. Okay, table and associated object means primary keys, indexes, statistics, what are there, everything will be dropped. Okay, right? On table we can create lot of things, guys. If you have doubt on table what and all we can create, you can expand table, you can create all these things on the table. Okay, keys, constants, triggers, indexes, statistics. So once you dropped it, you don't see this table at all. Completely table will be deleted. If table is deleted, all the under table what and all objects are there, all objects will be deleted, right? Agree, valid point. What truncate will do, it will simply remove the records from that particular table. All the records it will remove. It will simply deallocate the pages of this Azure sales. Table structure will be there. Table structure will be there. Table name will be there. All the associated objects will be there, but all the records are going to be cleared in one go. That is called truncate. Delete will delete each record by record. If you have 1000 records, first it will delete one record, second record, third record. If you delete all the records, same like truncate. Okay, same like truncate. Truncate will deallocate all the pages at a time, whereas delete will record each record by each record. Row by row it will delete. Okay, so that is the difference. So DDL admin, the main permission is he can do a truncate. If Jayant is a DDL admin, Jayant can truncate all the tables inside that particular database. Okay, and of course he can rename the objects and all inside the table. Okay, so these are the different permissions. Let's go with the deny. So guys, I have to explain one important option called permission called deny. Okay, so deny is very important permission, very important permission, guys. Very powerful permission also. Guys, can anyone tell me what permission will be there for deny data reader? Can you guess? Data reader means select. Deny data reader
select.
means
Without select.
Select.
Right.
No
Not
select.
allowed
select.
select. No
Yes,
select.
no
select.
select. Okay, so you can see there is only one permission called no select. Deny data writer.
No,
Deny data.
No insert, no update,
No
no
insert, no
delete.
alter.
Very
no
good.
update.
Set it.
No update.
No insert, no update, no delete. Okay, so these are the three permissions for deny data. So guys, listen carefully. Deny is the second highest privileged permission after sysadmin, guys. Okay, deny is the second highest privileged permission after sysadmin. Second highest. Sysadmin can do anything. Okay. For example, Jayant is a sysadmin, but there is a deny option for Jayant on select permission. On select permission, there is a deny. What it means? Usually forget about sysadmin. On select permission, deny option is there for Jayant means what? Jayant can read the data or he cannot read the data.
No,
Can't
don't
read the
data,
data.
sir.
On select permission is denied. Simply select permission is denied for Jayant. What it means? He cannot read the data. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So Jayant is a sysadmin. I gave Jayant as a sysadmin access. Now Jayant can read the data, but select permission is denied on Jayant. Parallelly, Jayant is a sysadmin. Now tell me, Jayant can read the data or he cannot read the data?
Yes, he can read the
Can't
data.
read the data, sir.
He
Tell me.
cannot read
He
the data.
cannot read the
Please,
data.
I need responses from everyone, guys. Please, in the chat
Cannot
box.
read the data.
He can read the data. He cannot read the data. I need response.
Cannot read the data.
I'm sorry. Okay, done. Okay, so I got responses. So someone said he can read the data. He can't read the data. The answer is he can read the data. Okay, why? Because I told you, right? Deny is the second highest privileged permission. Then who is the first highest?
Sysadmin.
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 Sysadmin. Guys, okay, deny can't deny the sysadmin. If you are a sysadmin, if any permission is denied for you, you can happily, okay, read the data, write the data. Nothing is going to block you. Sysadmin, no one is going to block you. If deny can block sysadmin, then deny will become sysadmin, right? Deny is controlling sysadmin means what? Deny is the highest privileged permission than sysadmin. But actually deny is the second highest privileged permission. Okay, first is sysadmin. So no one can block sysadmin, guys. Even deny also can block sysadmin. Can't block sysadmin, sorry. Okay, so this is how it is going to work, guys. So in this case, how deny will work, I'll tell you. For example, I am a member of Jayant. Now tell me, I'm expecting answers from everyone. Jayant is a member of both, okay, data reader and deny data reader. Agio, he is a data reader and deny data reader. Now tell me, first of all, can I click OK? Can I give access like this? Or it will throw the error if I click OK. On the same database, can I give access data reader, deny data reader? Guess it, no issues. Guess it. We don't have time, no issues. Guess it, yes.
Yeah,
or no?
you can.
Yes.
I can give. These are the check boxes, guys, not what is that, radio buttons. Radio buttons means only one option will be selected at a time. Okay, these are the optional boxes, check boxes. You can give select multiple boxes at a time. Okay, right? So now I can give it. Now tell me, guys, Jayant can read the data or cannot read the data? Now tell me.
Deny will have the highest permission, so he can't read the data.
Now Jayant is having data reader and deny data reader. Now tell me, I need responses from everyone. Let me do one thing. Let me close this meeting. Let me reopen the meeting again. Please join with the same link.